As people are stuck at home and stores aren't a favorite place for people to be, one beneficiary is global reseller StockX. Frank Holland joins us with the story. Frank.
Hey, good morning, Andrew. You know, there's a lot of sneakerheads out there. Even as a lot of us were stuck in our houses and locked down, a lot of people are going online to express themselves in a way that you just can't do any other way with sneakers and other high-end footwear. As stores closed and in-person shopping ground to a halt this spring, consumers moved online. And one big beneficiary, secondary marketplace, StockX.
We were surprised by what we saw as in May and in June and in July, again, unprecedented volumes in the platform.
Valued at $1 billion, secondhand goods seller StockX says global sales came in 3 times higher during the pandemic than the year before.
Sneakers as a category has outperformed the market. When you look at the returns, if you were an investor in the asset class of sneakers, but we have other categories in the market. For example, puzzles as a category has grown 600%.
For sellers like Vernon Sims, selling goods has become his full-time job.
The past couple of years, I do anywhere between 2-3 million in sales a year.
Sims said when COVID first hit, he was worried about his livelihood. He feared with stores closed down, his supply would dry up fast.
At first, it was a little scary because you didn't know what was going to happen. Personal friends of mine had gotten laid off. They've lost their jobs. But like a month after that, I had the biggest month I've ever had. The month after that was even bigger than that.
I think we're seeing a little bit of the consumer reaction of just wanting access to something that provides happiness and provides joy. And for many, is economic opportunity.
Analysts estimate the global resale market, currently valued at $6 billion, could reach $30 billion by 2030. As the category expands, so does the demographics of users.
Post-pandemic, we've seen people over the age of 45 grow by 30%. That was a slice of the economy that now, with the digital divide being overcome and e-commerce growing, we even see growth in those types of consumers on the platform, which is really exciting.
And year to date, according to the NPD Group, the average selling price of a sneaker is $60 a pair. Nike has the top 5 best-selling sneakers. This boom in the resale market really points to people investing in an experience during the pandemic, not necessarily buying something practical, but something they can enjoy, collect, and maybe looking forward to the day when they can leave their homes. Back over to you.
So Frank, it's an amazing business. I remember visiting them in Detroit a couple of years ago, and just seeing how the whole thing even works and how they even check to make sure that the sneakers or the handbags or the watches are real is something to behold. The question I would have for you is how, and this is really the question I've had for the company for a long time, is how expansive do you think that they can get in terms of other types of collectibles? You mentioned one of the collectibles that they're getting involved in now that's expanded during this period. But shoes and sneakers still are the game. Do you see a day 5-10 years from now where there's all sorts of other things, or is this just a specific niche area?
Well, I do think sneakers are definitely a niche category, Andrew. I think a lot of us kind of enjoy not only the styling, but the idea that they're practical and also some of the branding. But the company said they've seen a lot of growth in things like watches, puzzles, apparel as well that complements the sneakers. So while I think sneakers will always be the core business and dominate what you think about when you talk about StockX or a GOAT or a Stadium Club, some of their competitors, there is a lot of growth for some of those other categories. The question is, if and when the economy reopens, are we going to go back to experiences and really getting out and doing things like taking trips and stuff? Because obviously that would take some of the consumer discretionary dollars away from this category.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.